Welcome back, peeps. Today, we're going to be taking a look at how to win more CQB or close quarter gunfights in Warzone. Again, this one we'll take a look at more for the 1v2s and 1v3s, like when your friends are dead or when they're not with you. And as well, I'm going to be giving you guys a couple tips that will give you the edge. And some of them is why you shouldn't always put 3 plates on when you're in the gunfight, how to move around, and a bunch of tips that I'm going to be going into right now. So first goes here just the general idea. The first one is you always want to be somebody that flanks. So you always want to have a teammate that goes and flanks the enemy. Now, usually you want this to be either maybe your best player or somebody that's really fast, because sometimes your friend that is flanking takes forever, and then when he comes back, everybody's dead. So as you guys can see, I see my teammates fighting on the top left, right? So on the radar, we can see that they're fighting, and so that's why I have to hurry up, right? So I got a dead silence. Usually the person that has the dead silence is the one that should go flank. So here I try to make as least noise as possible, and again, trying to check every single corner. Now I'm going to be going in quick, right? Pop my dead silence, go up in here. Most importantly as well, you always want to hear for footsteps and sounds and anything like that. That's always crucial when you are flanking, because you can maybe have another enemy that's also flanking, so you got to be aware of that. And here, because of listening to the audio you guys are going to hear right now, I will be hearing the footsteps right below me. Now, I know footsteps are right below me, so I'm going to go directly to him. I didn't hear any other footsteps, so that's a clear sign to engage. Again, in this video, I'm going to show you guys when to engage and when to back off. But here we go. So this one, only one pair of footsteps, easy to engage, right? We get one guy. I only shoot a couple times, so you'll see a lot of people that they just start beating the guy, right? This is bad, especially when you got floor loot or any kind of weapon, because maybe you can waste your ammo, and because of that, you lose a fight. So I see that he's going around that corner. I'm not going to be able to get that many shots at him, so I decide maybe not to give away my position and as well to save ammo. So I'm just gonna go ahead, save that ammo there, and get the clean kill. Obviously, if you got throwing knives, you got thermites, it's always good to use them. Again, something that you saw me do there as well was that once I killed them, I went ahead and reload, but without moving to a bunch of places. What you want to do is you want to assess the situation. You killed one of them, right? You're playing trios. That means there's 2 more. And as you guys can see, because of that, I heard him on my headset. So I'm gonna shut up so you guys can hear that. Easy here right there. So I reload. I don't need to run towards them. Easy. So that's why you always want to be a little bit more patient. The guy that moves around, runs around like crazy bunny hops, he's the more susceptible to dying, because all you got to do is you got to listen. Audio cues are the most important. Although I know sometimes, you know, the audio is broken in this game, but it definitely does help. So there we go. I get an easy kill like that because I heard him jumping around. And again, I'm gonna go get his stuff. And as we can see here, we always gotta pay attention to our health, right? So we got just barely a little bit of armor, and I'm gonna loot that thing really quick. Now, something that you saw me do right there, I got spotted and I only put 2 plates, but for me, 2 plates is pretty good. It's good enough, right? It's good enough to go into a fight. You don't always need to have 3 plates, because let's say you're putting on that 3rd plate, and because of that, the enemy comes right on you, you're gonna die because you don't have a weapon ready. So I prefer to have 2 plates and be ready for the fight than trying to put my 3rd place and then maybe he comes. Obviously, if you got the time, then you always want to have 3 plates. But when I got spotted, right, I don't know where this guy is, so I'm gonna put 2 plates and I'll be ready for the fight. And again, easy peasy right there. I'm not running around like crazy when I get spotted. I don't, you know, you don't always have to get like all hyperactive when something happens. So you stay calm, you get spotted, put those 2 plates on, listen to the audio cues, because he's clearly either gonna go push because he knows where you are. And again, pre-aiming that guy in the door is gonna be an easy win for me. The guy moves out to the outside. Sorry, not easy win. I took off his armor, he took off mine as well, but he went to re-engage for that fight. So as you guys can see, I held down the corner, but then as well, I moved around to another location so he doesn't know exactly where I am. Now here, because I do have time, I will be able to put my 3 plates on. Now again, something very important when you're in the CQB, when you're in the close quarter gunfights, always close your doors. Doors are very important. They're kind of like motion sensors, motion detectors. You can hear when somebody opens it, especially like if they're in a fight. Usually they won't slow peek it. If they're trying to run away, they'll open to the door. So again, I always close the door so I know where they're coming. As we can hear, we're not moving that much. We hear the audio cues. My friend gets taken down there, and now we got a ping. So now we know where 2 people are. That ping was fairly far away. You'll see right now what I mean. We got 2 people, and that's why I didn't engage in that fight. So we got this enemy that killed him from in front. We can see he's pinged right there, but there's also somebody right below, because I heard him with my audio cues. Definitely the guy all the way over there is not the one that I heard. So again, when you're in the CQB, you always want to be aware of where people are. So we got one person all the way over there and then one right below me. So it wouldn't really be that smart of me to try and engage any one of them, because if I get shot and his teammate goes and pushes me, it's going to be an easy fight. So what I do is I disengage, right? I try to get some high ground, and you're going to see the move that I'm going to pull off right now. Right now, I'm just crouching, trying to hear, trying to see what's going on. And I see the guy pushing me. Now I'm going to do a bait. I'm going to do a bait and switch here. Basically what a bait is, I'm going to bait him out that I'm leaving, but I'm actually not going to leave. So I run and then I stop. And I just crouch and I just let him come towards me. That's going to be an easy kill like that. Easiest kills you can do. Again, you have to have armor for this, even if you don't. So I know sometimes people like to contest it, so they bait and then they contest him again. Sometimes I feel that one's not the best, because the enemy he's ready for you, right? He knows you're around there. But if you run and you just wait for him there, he's thinking that you're already gone. He's not thinking that you're gonna come back. So he's a little bit less expective of you to be right in that position. Now here I start getting shot in the back, right? And I got a bounty on me. So this is another team that actually came on. And here again, I'm gonna try and get some armor plates on, try to get as much armor plates as I can. I moved there a little bit, so I heard people were around me. So again, you don't always want to be armoring in the same spot, because if people got good headphones, they can actually hear where you are armoring. Now here I do have enough time to actually fully armor up, and I see a guy right there. Now I know I have a gas grenade, so I'm gonna go ahead and utilize that. But one of the things I do, which I like doing a lot, is I don't always like pushing the way that I stun or gas people. So I gas him from one side, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and contest him from the other side, but I don't see him. He ran away. Now all of a sudden, this guy right here, he was like, I didn't even hear this guy. This guy just came out here all of a sudden. I go ahead, take him down. He takes down most of my health, so I'm at 1 plate. Now, what does 1 plate mean? 1 plate, this is a 1v1 situation, but I've only got 1 plate. Now, I don't know how many plates the enemy has, right? I didn't shoot him, so he most likely has full armor, right? If he did have plates. So something that I'm gonna do, I see he's gonna be pushing again, and I hear him. Best thing to do, honestly, some people may be like, damn, he laid down, but honestly, I've done this so many times and it helps you out a lot. When you're in that 1v1 situation, 2v1 situation, whatever it is, and you most likely have the least amount of health, it's always better just to lay down, hit the ground, and as you guys can see right there, get that kill right there at the end. And honestly, it's one of the most effective ways and unexpected things to do. Sometimes, obviously, if they're good, they can beam you in the head, but really, again, one of the most important things that if you can take away from this video that you saw me do is headphones. They are your most important thing. So if you got friends that are talking all over the place, it's really hard to play like that. When you're in CQB gunfights, you try to listen, you try to see, and just listen to your surroundings and everything that's going around in your game. Now here I'm going to be showing another part, which was actually in my video, my newest video with the Modern Warfare MP5 loadout. By the way, if you haven't checked that out, check that out, because this weapon does slap it out. I'm going to be showing you guys here with weapons that don't have that much ammo, something that I like doing. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and go up those set of stairs right there. I go ahead and kill him, and because you don't have no ammo, remember, it's always very, very important that you know how to reload your gun. And I don't mean like know how to reload like what, you don't know how to press square, like I mean that's easy, but no, it's moving around your reloads, right? So I killed one guy there, and again, here I'm by myself. I'm all by myself. You got in the map, nobody's here with me, and I taken one enemy down, I taken the other enemy down. Now as you guys can see here, I immediately go back, right? The second I kill this guy right here, I'm gonna go back because I don't have no more ammo to fight. So I don't have anything else to do there. So that's something that's what I mean with that, you must know how to reload. I kill him and I immediately go back. I go for that reload, right? I try and check away. I hear people are above me, and now I'm gonna go back into that fight. I see another guy, down him. The other guy's there, I go back again for the reload. That's something very, very important, knowing how to reload. Another thing besides cover, why I like to use restock. Stuns are very useful. I'm gonna go ahead, toss that first stun. Nobody's there. Use my thermites. When you're always in those engagements, when you're losing, when you have less players, you always have to be utilizing your stuns and your thermites to your advantages. You guys can see here, I don't immediately go forward, right? I don't immediately go towards him. I'm gonna let him burn in that thermite a little bit. That guy's resing right there, got those two down right there. Now this is squads, right? But I do have the UAV on, and I can see two people were there, which are not knocked down, and now we got one to the left. So unless that person has ghost, it is more probable than that this guy right here that was missing is the last guy. Now, once I know that guy's the last guy, I go ahead and reload and go in for that easy team wipe. And ladies and gentlemen, that is almost everything that I got for you guys, is knowing how to reload. And again, I'm gonna show it right back here. I get that one down and I go back and reload. So it's one of the most important things. Always listen to your audio cues. Really, really important. Know how to reload and know how to move around, and don't always use 3 plates, because sometimes 2 plates is good enough. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all next one.